A poem is like a tweet or a Facebook update. The poet wants to give you an idea without writing an entire blog. The poet has a limited number of characters in which to say what they want to say, but they also want to tell you how they're feeling. Song lyrics or rap lyrics do the same thing every day. They can be about emotions or experiences and tend to be written and delivered in a way that can help shape your interpretation of the words. Eminem rarely makes you think about falling in love, and Taylor Swift rarely talks about drug abuse or her hard-knock life on the wrong side of the track. But the way they write their lyrics and the way they deliver them shapes the way you interpret those words and ideas. So let's start with the most basic of poems. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you. So many of us have heard this poem in the past, but how often have you really thought about what it means? Why would a poet choose to talk about flowers in the first 2 lines of a 4-line poem? Well, flowers are soft, they're pretty, they're delicate, and they tend to be used for romantic gestures like that bouquet of roses you'll give on Valentine's Day to someone you care about. But how about the words that we just used to describe flowers? Soft, delicate, pretty. What else could those words be applied to? Let's look at the next line of the poem before you decide on what word we're talking about, or what subject we may refer to. Sugar is sweet. Now, sweet can talk about a flavor, but it can also be used to describe a kind and caring person. So if we're talking about a soft, delicate, caring, pretty person, what are we likely talking about? So the poet wanted to talk about a specific woman and related her to things most people like. Flowers, for example. Most people like flowers, and flowers are often given as romantic gestures. Sugar. Who doesn't like a sweet treat now and then? And saying, and so are you, says all of these things I've just described remind me of you. You're beautiful like a rose. You're beautiful like a violet. You're sweet like sugar. And these are some of the things that remind me of you. The poet clearly had an ulterior motive. Using words that describe specific things in specific ways create mental pictures in our minds. These mental pictures or images are evoked through imagery or words used to describe them. A rose instantly paints a picture of a beautiful flower. The rose is red, a color often associated with love or passion. Violets are blue. Blue can be a soft tone. Violets are a lovely, gentle flower. And again, sugar is sweet. Well, we all are guilty of craving sugar. Maybe this poet craves the woman who is the object of his desire. This sweet, sweet woman. Every writer uses imagery. Think about a novel that starts with, "It was a dark and stormy night." Well, when you read those words, you think of wind or rain, maybe even lightning. The dark and stormy mood set the tone for the words that are to follow and the story that will come and build on those first words. When a songwriter talks about the night something happened, it gives you a specific image. The night is cold and dark. So chances are, if they're using the word night, they're not going to tell a happy story. When the sun comes out, their mood has changed, or something good has happened. Finally, let's look at one more reason why words are important. Did you notice that the 2nd and 4th lines of the poem rhymed? Rhyme isn't necessary for a poem, but it is common in things like song or rap lyrics. And just like in a song, rhyme scheme can help to support the rhythm of the poem. And rhymes can help you to remember memorable lines so you'll recall this specific poem or song or rap that spoke to you, that had a message that conveyed a meaning that you share with the person delivering it. Imagine if the poem said roses are red, violets are purple, sugar is sweet, and... Does anything wrong with purple? Food for thought.